you people, we are recording this for prosperity. Everyone's going to be amazing, like good little boys and girls. If I see a phone out, I will start screaming. I'll cry my head off, and then you'll get dragged out of here. Okay, so let's take a look at my problem that I have. There it is. Okay, so 13. This problem right here says express the transformation as a single mapping rule in the form of, this is supposed to be like this, right? So it's x comma y, and it's moving it to, let's see, that's going to be x minus 1 and y minus 6. This is what we did yesterday, right? Say yes. Okay, good. All right. That's basically it, right? We already finished it. I just didn't have enough time to actually explain and talk about it yesterday. So, now, today, in the figure right here, measure of angle 2 is 75 degrees. So I'm going to put 75 right there. 75 degrees. All right. What else do I know because of that 75 degrees? Why is 4 75 degrees? Good job. Vertical angle, 75. 75 degrees, vertical angle. Now, can you tell me 6? 75, right? Yes. So 75. Now, can you tell me why 4 and 6 are 75 degrees? Alternate interior angles, right? Yeah. I don't know what is up with my board, but it does not like me today. There we go. Okay. 75 degrees, and then, so I know that 6 and 7 together, these two right here together have to be 180, right? Because those are supplementary. Those are supplementary. Look at that cute dog. Hey, doggo. Wonder who the father is. Your kid looks like a dog. Anyway, okay, so they have to add up to 180, right? So to find 7, I need to do what? Excellent. 180 minus 75, which I get 105. Very good. So my answer is 105 degrees. ¿Está muy bien? Sí. Muy bien. All right. The measures of two complementary. Now, complementary angles. Now, think of it like this. I want you guys to think. So, it's kind of like a joke. Okay? So, if you think of things in other terms like jokes and like rhythmically, it helps to remember things. So, if I give a compliment, if I give you a compliment, you feel right, don't you? Yeah. And a right is 90 degrees, isn't it? So, if I give you a compliment, think about that. If I compliment you, you feel right, and you are 90 degrees, right? So complementary is always 90 degrees. Yes, you feel 90. All right, so this thing right here, 90 there. I have two angles that together, so I'm going to have 3x plus 16 and 5x plus 18. Both these together add up to 90. So please set up the equation for me right now on your paper. Set it up. You can do it. Okay, let's see what we should have. Yours is not a dog. 3 3x plus 16 plus 5x plus 18 equals. Are they complementary? Yes, so together they add up to 90, right? So together they add up. So what symbol goes in between them? Say addition. I am going to add them. I will addition them. All right, so let's say, for instance, in this case right here, how many x's do I have? I have 8, not 2. Okay, because I have Geraldo has 3 x's over at Alhambra, and he has 5 x's over at North. How many x's does Geraldo have? 8 x's, right? So how many currents does he have? So 8x plus how much? 34 equals 90. Subtract 34 from both sides. 8 x s 56. X is, woo! Now, is that what it's asking for? Yeah, that's it. Okay, I wanted you guys to think that because everyone automatically goes, oh no, because he's asking me. So no, I'm not done. Okay, did you read the question? Probably not. But it said just find the value of x. So if I did have to find the angle, what would I do? I would plug it back in, right? Whichever, wherever I needed to go. Yep. Now, these problems right here. I know in geometry we have not done these. We have not. I'm pretty sure you guys did not in geometry, but this is a Algebra 1 type topic. Okay? Yes?
What about space?
Go to the next. So you should be at 52, 53 then, right? Okay. So when we actually start doing some more of our notes and adding into this, we will set up accordingly. So all these pages that we're using for this, it's actually still going to be accounted, but it's not going to be like graded. Okay, this is actually your studying. So also helpful, these things right here that you're doing and going over these notes, this will help on the Khan Academy too. Remember the Khan Academy, extra credit. Okay, bring up that grade. There's a couple people that if you don't do it, you might not be doing well this semester. It's extra credit, yes. Yeah, so I'm getting there. All right, so on these problems right here, I need to figure out, it says write an equation for the line that passes through that point and is perpendicular. Yes, but slope, y equals mx plus b. M represents my slope. So m is the number in front of the x, right? Good. So when it's in this form, so this case, m is 1/2. We got a couple rules to go along with this. I'm going to change colors for my rules. So parallel lines. Same slope. Perpendicular lines. Opposite. Reciprocal. Slopes. Should I write that down?
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to need it for this next problem?
Definitely.
Yes. So it's asking for perpendicular, right? If it's asking for perpendicular, I'm using the second one. So I'm using opposite reciprocal slope. If my slope is 1/2, what is the opposite? Opposite. What's the opposite of a positive? A negative. Okay, so it would be a negative now, right? If it's opposite reciprocal, and reciprocal, you flip it over. So my perpendicular, that's a symbol for perpendicular, is opposite reciprocal. So if it's a positive, it's now going to be a, so it's negative 2/1, which is just 2. There we go. Now I'm going to show you guys the next step. So see that point that I have right there? I need a new equation. Yes?
Wait, so you switch the sign and you flip the...
Yeah, it's opposite and reciprocal.
Oh.
So opposite, so if it's positive here, it's negative here. Reciprocal, 1/2, 2/1. Okay, got to do both. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so through this point, so what's my y value here? -3, right? Now I'm going to show you a neat way of doing it just by solving for b. So by doing that, I know that y is -3 equals my -2, which is my perpendicular slope. My x is, say 1.
1.
Yeah, because my x is 1 right here, right? And that's going to be plus b. Y equals mx plus b. It's this same equation right here, right? That's the one that everyone's very common with and very understanding of. That's the one you know the best. Now, let's solve for b. Solve for b. So, this is going to be -3 equals -2 plus b. So, b is -1. Now, do I have the equation? I have everything I need now, right? So I have y equals, what's the m? -2 x minus 1. Now, I'm going to give you something to see so you guys can see what it looks like, to show you the difference between the perpendicular and the parallel. There you go. Alright, so right here, so y equals -2x minus 1, tab -2x minus 1, tab again was 1/2 x, what was my other number? Plus 5? Okay, right there. So these two right here, these two are intersecting, forming a 90-degree angle. That's perpendicular there. If they were parallel, they'd be going in the same direction. Make sense? Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. So now, next one. Come on now. All right, write an equation for a line that passes through here and parallel. Now, first thing I want you to do, take this, everyone right now, take this and turn it into y equals. So algebra that and turn it into y equals. 2x plus 3y equals 3. So subtract 2x from both sides. So I get 3y is equal to negative 2x plus 3. Divide everything by 3. So y equals negative 2 over 3x. And then 3 divided by 3, 1. Okay. So now on this one, so now we're back to the same step as we were on the previous problem. But this one's asking for what? Parallel. So I want you to do the same thing that we did, but this time it's going to be parallel. So same steps. So get your slope, solve for your b, and then try and get your equation. So right now I want you guys first solve for your b. Solve for your b. Okay, so now what's your m? Okay, negative 2/3, right? That's your m, right? Okay, what's your x? X is 3, it's in the upper right hand one. You see it? So your x is 3 and your y is 2. Now plug it into this formula right here. Y there, m there, x there, and solve for b.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let's see what we get. We got y is 3 equals negative 2 over 3 times 3 plus b.
One is 3.
Oh, 2. You're right, you're right. Good job, good job. See? I'm just checking to make sure you were paying attention, right? There we go, okay. So, we got that, so it's going to be 2 equals negative 2 plus b. Add 2, so 4 equals b. Okay, so now let's put it back into the equation, right? If it's parallel, it's the same slope. So it's y equals negative 2 over 3 x plus 4. All right, so in the figures, angle 2 is 55 degrees. Find the measure angle 4. All right, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds. I want you guys looking at this, and you guys are going to solve it. Don't tell me what it is yet, though. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, someone tell me, what is angle 5? 55. Why do I know that that's 55 degrees? Vertical angles, very good. Vertical angles, that's 55. What about 4? 35, because these two together have to add up to 90. Good job. All right, determine the value of x to ensure that the triangles are congruent. Okay, so now let's see. What is r, because I'm trying to use this, right? What is r congruent to? R is congruent to L, so I'm going to, right here. What is S congruent to? So RS has to be congruent to LN. So mathematically, how do we set that? Very good, set them equal. All right, let's do it. Two x minus 4 equals 14. Add 4. 2x is 18. X is 9. Did it ask for x? Yes, it did. So it didn't ask, it just asked for x, all right? All right. Right here, state that additional congruency statement or statements needed to provide that the given theorem. So the two triangles are congruent. Okay? This says angle, side, angle. Where is my side? Where is the side supposed to be? Okay, now it's not a trick question. Angle, side, angle. Where's the side? Between the two angles, right? That's not a trick question. It is very descriptive. Angle, side, angle. The side is between the two angles. Okay, so now there's angle, side, angle. 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 So this one, it's got to be, what two sides have to be congruent? AC. XZ, right? Okay, so we can say AC is congruent to XZ. Easy? Okay, a lot of stuff is stuff that, okay, actually, let me ask. Did you guys already see this stuff before?
Did I learn it? Yeah. I mean, no.
No, you didn't learn it, but you've seen it, right? Okay, so, seen it a little bit here and there. So I'm just refreshing a lot of stuff, hopefully it's not too far away from your memory. If it's just not there at all, then we got another issue. This next one says that I have angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. So where is my side supposed to be? Outside the two angles. So angle, angle. It's got to be a side, right? Angle, angle. I'm missing what? A side. It could be two things though. Let's do angle, angle, side. Let's do this one. Is going to be congruent to XY. Very good. So I could say that AB is congruent to XY, right? Or you said what? BC is congruent to YZ. That's supposed to be Y. Hey, hey, hey. Está muy fácil? Sí, sí. Okay, are these two triangles congruent? Now, before you go and say anything, I'm going to tell you, yes, they are, but I want you to stop, stare at it, and think about it. So, like, if you need to write it down, your answer, go ahead, write it down. I'm telling you there are, but there's something missing. I don't want to know it yet. Give other people time to ponder it. All right. If you need a hint, it has to do with the shape. What shape they make. All right, so let's see. What is missing? There's a missing marking here. What angle? The vertical angle. So the vertical angle. So because this makes an X right here, I'm going to say that this one is congruent to this one. I could say the angle EFD is congruent to angle HFG. So those two are going to be congruent. Now, since it wasn't on there already, but because it was already given because of the shape, I can say the reason is vertical angles. So yes, they are congruent, and, okay, so how are they congruent now? With all the markings, look at the markings. How are these two triangles congruent? Side, angle, side. Side, angle, side. Yes? Good. So they are congruent by side, angle, side. Congruent. All right, in the figure. Wow, you guys are just like, my other class was arguing with me so much that last one was like, that's as far as they got. We still got like 15 minutes left. 13, to be fair to them, but 13. All right, anyway, in the figure, PQ is congruent to PS. PQ is congruent to PS. Okay, so explain why. What? I'm missing a word here. Where's my document? So this is figure 23. 23. Oh, why the two triangles are congruent. So why? Okay. So I'll explain why triangle PRQ is congruent to triangle PSR. No, PRS. All right. Way I've given stuff, and there's also something that's given to me just by the shape. Not the shape, not the 90-degree angle. I do. Which side? No. Huh? PR. Do they both have PR? Now, what's it called if they both have PR in the shape? If you look in the mirror, it is reflection. So this is the reflexive property. So we would say that PR is congruent to PR. So I'm giving reasons. So PR is congruent to PR and reflexive. property, so reflexive property. Alright, so if this is 90 degrees here, right? This is also 90 degrees here, right? So now, can I say that the two triangles are going to be congruent? Say yes. This is one of the rarely used congruencies. Okay? One of the least likely. One that will earn you some chocolate if you could tell me how this much information is going to give me that these two triangles are congruent. How are these? There's enough information up there. Do we have all three sides? This is rarely used. It wasn't used very often. If you guys went over this in class. If you're going by that, if you look, it's ASS. So normally that's not congruent. In this one case it is. This one case. Alright, so I guess I get to eat more chocolate. Triangle PRQ is congruent to triangle PRS. You guys ever see that one before? No HL? Hypotenuse leg. You could prove that two triangles are congruent if they're right triangles and you have the hypotenuse and one of the legs. So hypotenuse leg, it's rarely used, okay, but you will probably see it on the test because it's one of those weird questions that are just gonna like smack you in the face anyway. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, it's hypotenuse leg. In the figure, measure of angle BAC is 9x plus 4. BAD is 3x plus 8. What values of x indicate that AD is the angle bisect? Now, what does bisect mean? Cut in half, right? Cut in two equal parts, right? So if I know what one side is, so tell me what the other side's going to be. Excellent, 3x plus 8. Now, what is the whole thing supposed to be? So this is going to be 3x plus 8 now, right? And the whole thing, so it's going to be 9x plus 4 is supposed to be equal to both those together, right? 3x plus 8 plus 3x plus 8. Now, on your papers, I would like for you guys to solve this. see, we have 9x plus 4 equals 6x plus 16. Jess?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Minus 6x minus 6x minus 4 minus 4. So 3x equals 20. 3x is 20, right? No? 12?
I got, my answer's 4.
Okay, good. Seeing who's paying attention. So 3x is 12 divided by 3. X is 4. Did everyone get 4?
Yes.
Okay. So gotta work out those algebra skills, right? Yes. All right. And all right, so I will stop right here. We'll pick up on 25. We got a lot of time, but I don't want to get too far ahead of the other class. Okay, so, all right, over break. What is important? Study, Khan Academy.